called If You're Happy and You Know It. Okay, so here's our first girl, and she is, what is she? What emotion is she showing? Happy, that's right. Okay, are you ready?
People forced to evacuate after the Fukushima Daiichi accident can now visit part of the no-go zone, but face challenges as they try to resume life in their hometowns. Japan's central government lifted entry restrictions for the 20-kilometer evacuation zone covering Kawauchi village and Tamura city this month. The government added Minamisoma city to the list Monday morning.
We're going to clap our hands for happy.
Residents can visit most of the city, but not high radiation areas deemed unsafe for extended periods of time. Overnight stays are not yet allowed.
Here we go. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Resident Yoshikazu Takeuchi went to his home with his wife and mother. After the evacuation, Takeuchi ran his construction material store at a different location in the city. He says he hopes to reopen the store at its original location now that the entry ban has been lifted.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Reconstruction has finally started. I hope we can work together so that people can return to the city and live there again.
If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Much more work has to be done around the damaged nuclear power plant before residents can return to the city to live. Full-fledged efforts to clean up debris, decontaminate, and restore infrastructure have yet to begin.
So this one we're going to stand up for. Are you ready? So let's see. What emotion is he showing? He looks angry to me.
We will tell the central government that it's responsible for the lack of infrastructure and for providing compensation for damages from the nuclear accident.
So for angry, we're going to stomp our feet. Okay, are you ready? If you're angry and you know it, stomp your feet.
Output at Japan's nuclear power plants hit a record low during the country's last business year. Use of nuclear power plunged after the Fukushima nuclear disaster. The Federation of Electric Power Companies of Japan says that the average operating rate at nuclear reactors nationwide stood at 23.7% in the fiscal year that ended in March. That's a drop of more than 40 points from the previous year. It was the lowest rate since commercial nuclear power generation debuted in Japan in 1966. Before the Fukushima disaster, about 37 of Japan's 54 reactors were operating. Many have since gone offline for regular inspections, and there's no concrete plan to restart them. Japan currently has only one operating reactor on the northern island of Hokkaido. Meanwhile, Japan's 10 regional power companies report a record drop in the amount of power they generated or purchased last fiscal year. The amount fell by 5% to slightly over 930 billion kilowatt hours of electricity. The decline was partly due to nationwide efforts to save energy in the wake of the nuclear disaster.
And she is, what is she? What emotion is she showing? Happy, that's right. Okay, are you ready? We're going to clap our hands for happy. Here we go. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. So this one we're going to stand up for. Are you ready? So let's see, what emotion is he showing? He looks angry to me. So for angry, we're going to stomp our feet. Okay, are you ready? If you're angry and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're angry and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're angry and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're angry and you know it, stomp your feet. Okay. Now, let's do this one. What does he look like? He looks silly to me, that curvy mouth and everything. So we'll make a silly face, okay? You ready? If you're silly and you know it, make a funny face. If you're silly and you know it, make a funny face. If you're silly and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're silly and you know it, make a silly face. Okay, so let's do this last one. Let's see what she looks like. What do you think? She looks sad, doesn't she? She has tears coming from her eyes and a sad face. So we're going to cry boo-hoo. Are you ready? If you're sad and you know it, cry boo-hoo. Boo-hoo. If you're sad and you know it, cry boo-hoo. Boo-hoo. If you're sad and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're sad and you know it, cry boo-hoo. Boo-hoo. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Good job.
Did you just unhook your jaw and swallow an entire bottle of Bacardi 151 like some kind of moose-lacquered python rushing beta delta gamma? Did you spend last night getting up close and personal with the lining of your stomach as it violently burst forth into the yawning mouth of your closest porcelain friend? Well, never fear, binge drinkers of Las Vegas. You are just a few short minutes from the pearly gates of hangover heaven. An ingenious service devised by anesthesiologist Dr. Jason Burke, Hangover Heaven is a rolling medical facility dedicated to relieving the Vegas Strip of its most prevalent early morning ailment. Once inside, you'll be treated to an IV drip of various vitamins, fluids, and medications that promise to have you hydrated and feeling like $1,000,000 in just under 45 minutes. Before you know it, you'll be back at Caesar's Palace surfing the cultural squalor like a pro. You might even find yourself ready for another drink, at which point you gaze into the mirror, see the Ouroboros staring back at you, and realize this is where you belong.
Enjoy the sights and sounds of a summer fireworks festival here in Japan.